Okay, so Barbara Isabella here today has given me the pleasure and the honor to introduce our featured speaker, since I know her really well, and she's actually from the Bay Area. So, and I'm going to look at my phone here because I wasn't prepared to do this, but I've seen her presentation in the Bay Area, so I know what to say here. So our featured speaker today is E.L. Corey. I'm not quite sure what the E.L. stands for. I know you mentioned it a few times, and I'm sure you'll tell us at the beginning of your presentation, right, Corey?
No.
No? Okay. So E.L. Corey, you're with Terra Biotech, right? And today she's going to be here to talk about healthy nutrients. So, but we have a tradition here. Barbara, I almost forgot the tradition, right?
Yeah, she is the way.
Corey, do you know what our tradition is?
Stepchild.
You have to go all the way to the back so you can make that grand entrance, right? Okay, so I just want to briefly mention how we met Corey. We met Corey, she started attending some of our GNA events in San Bruno and San Jose. Corey is she actually lives in Alameda, which is quite a drive. Those of you that know the Bay Area really well, from Alameda to San Bruno, it's probably a good 45 minutes. From Alameda to San Jose, probably 45, 50 minutes or so. And she's made a ton of effort to come support our events, and she has never, ever once tried to pitch or hard sell our business. That's what I love about her. She's there just to provide wonderful information. And Corey is someone to connect with because she's been in network marketing for decades and decades. So how many of you here are in a network marketing company or are considering joining one? And how many of you would love to learn more information about how to successfully and properly run a network marketing business? So this is a lady you're going to want to talk to. So without further ado, I'd like you all to please stand up, rise to your feet. Please stand up and rise to your feet and give a big warm GNA welcome to E.L. Corey! Did we do you well, Corey?
Oh yeah, thank you.
It's all like yours.
Hey guys, I've got some, listen, I'm not going to be a talk expert. Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta be me. I'm not going to sit here and make a speech. We're going to do a little interaction stuff along the way, and that's the way I roll this. You know, I've got some articles that I printed out of the internet, and I don't want you to take this home, please. Okay, because I don't know what's missing if you take it home and I'll forget it for the next meeting. In fact, I have some nutrients I'm going to specifically talk about today, which help you sleep. And deep realm sleep. It's a big deal, I'll tell you why. And I don't have the ingredients to print out because I didn't meet Saturday and I didn't realize that somebody Okay. So, I apologize for that. I'm going to pass this out. You guys can circulate it around. There's articles here about Alzheimer's and different nutritional issues. And we're finding out more and more every day. So just kind of glance at them, and if you want to get information down, feel free, snap out your pen and pencil and write this information down so you can pull it up on the internet yourself later. The ingredients that I do have is basically ingredients of some of the other three products that we have. And we're in the process of preparing the product for children at this time. And later on we'll do one for weight loss, but it's not going to be anything like you know. There's going to be some products that have never been used in any multi-level marketing program for weight loss. There won't be any artificial goodies. And all of the weight loss products that we've been dealing with in this country are artificial goodies. We don't want to put those things in our body. I've got a couple more articles here. Pass it back to the couple of them back here. One of them. Okay. I don't mind you glancing while I'm talking because I know we're all multitaskers, okay? I have one product, some products that I'm going to pass around to you. Hang on. Hang on, you guys. I'm just not...
I love it, Corey. You're all over the place today. This is awesome.
I'm just me. I had a marvelous video to bring you today, but that got left behind, so you'll see it online if you decide to go and look at it further to this company. Okay. You guys all know what this is, right?
Yeah.
Oh
That's my favorite, Red Bull.
What's it doing to your body?
It's killing me.
What's it doing to your brain?
It's killing it.
So I'm going to let you guys circulate this, the can, and look at the ingredients. Okay, I know a lot of you are concerned parents, and you're concerned about your health. We have to be. The cost of medical insurance and copay is like a mortgage. Okay, so we have to do whatever we can to maintain our health the best we can. So we're not going to go to the store, department store, and buy a bunch of food ready to go to the garbage can. We're going to buy the best we can afford, and we're going to find and research as much as we can to put in our mouth as well as our loved ones, right? So why would we allow this kind of stuff to get into their college students' hands, let alone teenagers and people that work trying to use their brains? If I had a staff, I wouldn't allow this in my office. I want you guys to circulate this and look at the ingredients. Okay, enough bad-mouth stuff for the moment. What I want to talk about is what happens to us. First let me introduce my situation, why I'm involved in this. Okay, there's been a lot of things over the last 50 years that I've been involved in with multi-level marketing. Back in the day, I dabbled a little bit in Avon. As we all do at one time or another, whether buying it or selling it, whatever. But this is way back in the day. And then I did the same with toys. And some of you might remember Gernier's lingerie. And we had a time. I mean, everything in the market at some time or another I've looked at, considered, purchased, or sold. Okay, so 50 years of this. Okay, so I've got a little bit of experience with products, and I decided, I guess about 7 years ago, I was sick and tired of sales. I didn't want to deal with it. I wanted to enjoy my life. I wanted to travel. I wanted to enjoy my husband. Kids were out of the house, grandkids were out of the house. Thank God. Great-grandkids not getting in the house. It's time for us. It's time for us. I have to fight the struggle on a daily basis to reserve this time for us. But it's our time now, okay? So I didn't want to be involved or be bothered with any sales. This is on a second retirement, coming up in 2 years. Somebody came to me, a good friend of mine, in December and said, "Corey, I got something I want you to look at." I said, "Oh, no, I don't want to hurt this man's feelings. We've been friends for many years. Okay, I'll listen to what you have." So he told me about what he was doing. He found something. He was really interested. He knew that I could be interested in it. Well, when he told me it was a product to sell, I went off. He sent me a text message. I could straight text messages. I went off on him. How dare you bring this into my face? And I just didn't want to be bothered. So he kept bugging and nagging and nagging and bugging. And so I said, "Look, I'll do this for you to help you, but don't ask me to produce anything after I buy in." Okay. So I did. I bought in just to help him. I was his #1 person. Give him a little motivation, a little encouragement. I don't know why he's bothering. He's made millions several times over. He doesn't need this trip, okay? But he really believed in with this product. So I said, okay, I bought it. When I bought in, I got a website. So I decided to look at the website with nice colors. So I started reading through it, and I clicked on the things and discovered these bottles that were moving around. I said, "Ooh, boy, look at that, that's interesting." So I clicked on one of the bottles by accident. Didn't know you were supposed to click on it. And I did, and the ingredients came up. And then I saw under the ingredients, it was talking about the countries these ingredients came from. I recognized some of those ingredients. I said, "Ooh." And the reason I recognized it, because in the 70s, I was really into nutrition and health. And, a lot of you who might be close to my age know that we went through a back to nature movement back in the 60s and 70s, and I was right in the middle of all of that. And did quite well in it, drifted away a little bit, got busy with working at the post office and drinking coffee and the whole 9 yards of disintegrating lifestyle that we fall into when we go for the 8 hours. So My life has been a trail. I looked at these ingredients, and health to me is very critical. And it's because I've been critical. And I know what it is to be laying in a deathbed several times. In fact, I've died. I came out of my body and floated around the operating room and watched the nurses and the doctors frantically working on trying to revive my body. And I didn't want to get back in because it felt so good. I'm telling you, it felt good. But I had a daughter that I was concerned about. People wouldn't love her the way I did because she was different. So, reluctantly, I got back in my body and moved on to my next physical attack. I started out when I was young, just in kindergarten. I had polio. I was paralyzed, and I was blessed with a lady who came from Australia, a doctor, who was doing something that was very different from what we were doing. Instead of putting me in braces, I was one of the lucky children that came out of UC San Francisco Hospital and was sent to San Francisco General Hospital to a particular ward that they gave her to do this experiment on. And I was one of her experimental babies. So instead of getting braces, I got intensive exercise. So I could and have nothing to show that I had polio. Okay? And of course, it was quite a while. It didn't happen overnight. And my family was quarantined during that time. It was very hard on me. But I was the only one that had polio. So I'm concerned about my health. I had meningitis somewhere along the line. I also had a hereditary thyroid problem. And just 7-8 months ago, they had to remove my thyroid finally because it was so bad. And part of my parathyroid. It says, okay, we're tired of hearing about that. But I got one more. I had 5 years of dialysis. My kidney went out. I had some issues with my kidneys, and they checked me with iodine, and I was allergic to iodine, so it destroyed my kidneys. I ended up on dialysis for 5 years, and I had a kidney transplant. So do I care about health? You bet. Okay? I've been on a deathbed. The doctors walked out of the room and said, you're not going to make it. I had peritonitis. There was no antibiotics she could give me that I was allergic to. It would stop my heart. It would not stop my heart. Okay? So what she did was she took 2 antibiotics that would stop my heart and one that would not affect the bacteria and mix them together. Okay? And here. So yeah, I'm concerned about that. I'm concerned about what I put in my mouth. Sometimes I put garbage in there, you know, but I'm very reluctant. I'm very concerned. I'm concerned about my health. I'm concerned about your health. I'm concerned about children's health. I'm concerned. I want to share everybody. This is my passion. I want you to know what's going on in the world. I want you to know the deceptions that we brought on us. And I want you to know how to avoid some of the sicknesses that we don't need to get involved. One of the things that we do to ourselves is we deprive ourselves of sleep. This is critical. One more critical thing. And the reason it is because the only way that your brain grows new neurons, the connectors in the brain, is when you're in deep REM sleep. Now, if you can imagine how many nights you go without sleep, what happens to you? You might have a car accident, you know, might drop something, break something of value in the house or at the office, forget what you're saying. If some of you were here last week, I was really sleepy. I was like a drum. You know, I didn't have any sleep until 1:30 in the morning. And all night long I didn't have any sleep. Didn't have time to get sleep because I knew Jim was going to be there waiting for me to make the ride down here. That was dangerous. Because it's time for stroke that leads to things like dementia. If you're not regenerating neurons in your brain, fresh new neurons, where are you going to end up with? You know, confusion, the lack of connection for the messages to get from one point to the other. Nobody wants to be in that state. But that's where we are if we're not generating new brain cells, brain connectors. And one of the main causes of that, your brain is the last place to get the nutrition and the first place to lose it. Nutrition that goes into your bloodstream doesn't necessarily go into your brain. It has to be something in that nutritional carrier that will get that nutrition pass the blood-brain barrier. Now, does anybody here know what the blood-brain barrier is? There's connectors in our brain that filters out our blood. It will not let our blood carry nutrients into our brain. It filters it out. Only certain things. If you get an infection in your brain, okay, you cannot go get antibiotics to take care of that infection. And the reason you can't is because the antibiotics cannot pass the brain barrier, the brain-blood barrier. That's there to protect the brain. Now, bacteria cannot get in there. That's one of the protections. Is bacteria cannot get in your brain, but viruses can. And one of the things that can also get past that brain barrier, alcohol. That can get past the brain, get to your brain and do the damage. So what we want to do is we want to get all the rest we can get. We want to take whatever we need to take to get ourselves healthy, get that brain cells going. I'm going to talk about the product. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a sample of the product. I want you to look at the ingredients of the product. These products in this little bottle came from all over the world. There's 18 ingredients. Okay, and I'm going to get these. I'm going to pass these out, and I want you guys to ask me questions about what I've said so far. Okay. This is family now. This is family. If you have questions, don't hesitate. I'm going to get these bottles. I'm going to pass them out. Hopefully, there'll be enough for everybody to get a share. I'm going to let you all try this. I want you guys to know that this young lady is responsible for the samples coming in here. And fortunately, I was able, because she was sick and she didn't have any sleep, and I promised that I would bring her these samples down. I want you to look at the ingredients, not just to take. You can't take this overnight, because that'll put you sleep. There are no drugs in this. It's only food. Now, if you can imagine, what kind of food do you think would be in that little bottle that would help you sleep? Let me hear some response. What kind of food do you think is in the bottle before you read it? Before you read it.
Sorry.
What is it? What do you think?
No, I already read it, so.
No, this is not this. This is
Brian cheated.
This is the other
Hey, you know.
This is the other product. This product here is what we call core. This is the main nutrient that's used to maintain your immune system. This is our main. There's a story behind this particular one, but that's not going to be our feature we're talking today. But this one here brought a lady back from the edge of cancer. So, but there's a video that you can watch online about this one. The bottles look similar. This bottle is in red. It's called core. That one's called calm.
You should take this at night, right?
That's when you take a night. Okay. That calm, basically what it has is the same nutrients that the core has. You have a bottle of core here. Is that purple or red?
That's red.
Yeah, that's core. You want the other one?
No, is this first?
That's the main one for.
Wake me up.
No, you want the one to wake you up? You want the one to wake you up? Okay, because our products we have, the one to make you think better, one to help you feel better, and one to help you sleep better. Now the feel better is when you have, that is for immune, that's your immune system. No, that's heavy stuff. That's okay. Okay, the think better is a yellow bottle. Does anybody have a yellow bottle? There's something in there. There's something in the yellow bottle that will. Okay, I've got 4 of these. Okay, there's something in the yellow bottle that will help nutrients get past that brain-blood barrier. There's one product. Okay. Does anybody need help with memory? Memory issue? This is memory. Okay, this is memory. You have memory? I forgot it.
Nice.
Okay, I've got 2 more for memory. Okay, one back there.
Taper.
And lady here
here.
Sorry, I'm used to my husband. He can catch anything out of any place in the air. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, but those are samples of our products. Now I say samples because they're sample size. Actually, it's the actual size of the product when you purchase it. The reason we don't go into larger bottles is because we don't believe in preservatives. And in order to use larger quantities, you would have to use preservatives. This is actual portion. And when you purchase, this is what you get. So that's the actual portion. You can take half of that, okay, or you can take the whole thing. And with this product here, in order to, you could use that, the sleep product, the one we call Calm, you could use that for relaxing. You don't have to use it just to go to sleep. But when you do use that for sleeping, and I do mean relaxing, just take half a bottle. And just, if you're stressed out, you just need to unwind, let your heart rate mellow out, and calm down. Just drink half a bottle and kick back, turn the music on, and you're good. You know? And if you need to sleep, even if it's late at night, if it's past 1 o'clock and you know you got to get up at 7, feel free to take that because there's no drugs here. It's not going to make you druggy. It's not going to have a hangover. In fact, when you take this nutrient here, and it's nutrients, nectar, not a drink, and it's not going to taste like a sugar drink. So don't expect that. It's food, okay? So when you take this product, and you're not going to find whey and soy in there. You don't have that. Whey is just a product of milk, byproduct of milk. So if you have issues with milk, you don't want to take whey. And if you have allergies, you don't want to take soy, because a lot of people are allergic to soy don't do it. And when we talk about soy, that is a product that has been generically altered so much you can't tell the difference from one to the other. I mean, because they've been experimenting with that. I don't know why, because it was a good product when God made it. But they have really ruined the soy industry. When you take this product, what it's going to do while you're sleeping, it's going to feed your organs. You have to have sleep. You know, I mean, as you get older, you want to run from sleep. I don't have time to sleep. I gotta get this, I gotta get that. No, you don't. Because if you do that, it's not going to just affect your brain, it's going to affect your heart, it's going to affect your vascular system. I'm not a doctor, okay? I'm not a nutritionist. I am a survivor in this body. That's my expertise. I am a survivor in this body. This is what God gave me. He's given me the challenges so I can stand here and talk about what I've gone through to let you know that you're not so bad off whatever you're dealing with. And you can make it, okay? And once you make it, hang on to your nutrition. Take care of yourself. When you take this product and you sleep with this product, it feeds your organs while you're sleeping. We have to have that time for rejuvenating. The only thing in our body that can rejuvenate while it's been functioning in the daytime is our muscles. They can rejuvenate somewhat when you're out there using them. But everything else about your body's got to do it when you sleep. That's the reason we have sleep. You know, babies sleep 12 to 14 hours. You know, why? Why do pregnant mothers sleep so much? They're generating organs. They're developing the body. As we get older, we feel like we don't need it. Yes, we do. You let somebody go to take an exam that hasn't had to sleep. You know, let a kid stay up late at night and get up and go to school tomorrow next day and see what he learns. Can they come back and tell you? If you go to college and you find that the guy who's whizzing through college and he's just taking his time, he's passing the exams with better score than the guy stays up all night long. Because the guy who's staying up all night after night is going to have trouble regurgitating the information he put in there. Is he going to be able to find it? Maybe not. But he's not sleeping. So you've got to get your sleep. And you know, we're dealing with so much stress. Who can sleep? You know, we need some help, but we don't need drugs. We don't need the hangover. We need something that our body's being deprived of, and that's nutrition, because our soil is completely depleted of natural nutrition. This is the worst country in the world because of what they were doing after World War II. All the experiments they were doing, the oil industry. You don't need God's given soil. We'll make you some of the new oil we got. Just put that in there. Go ahead and farm over and over and over the same plot, the same seeds, the same crop. Drain all the nutrients out. We'll put it back in there for you. Don't worry about it. It's not real. It never happened. So what they're going to do is they run around and they cover up the messes they made by putting cement on it, putting houses all over. Oh, we need housing. Okay, so they put the houses there that end up empty to cover up the mess they made out of the beautiful soil that we had. So now what do we have to do? We have to go all over the world to find places that have natural nutrition in their soil so we can get these superfoods. The only thing that comes from the United States in our product right at this time, because we can't find any good stuff, is vanilla. Do you realize we make a fabulous vanilla? But this is what we're dealing with. This is what I brought to you today, and if you have questions, please ask them. Because I have so much information that I've been accumulating over my lifetime, and I'm so happy to share it with you here. Okay. So, any questions? No questions?
Do you have any information about the product and the business?
There is a business associated with it. I'm really happy to have distributors because it's a brand new company.
Any information about the product, or do you just want us to try? I mean,
Oh yeah, you have the website. I'm going to give you the website. I'm sorry, I did a big presentation Saturday. I have 11 business cards and no brochures. I apologize, but it's been rolling. Okay. So, but you have on those bottles, you have a label with my website. Okay. And the website, you can write it down if you can't have trouble seeing that. The website is myterrabiz.com/revive. So, okay,
Well, what I wanted to say is that's why we also have the LinkedIn and the Facebook group pages. And Corey, can you please share this information through the Modesto GNA group page, the Northern California GNA group page, and our LinkedIn group page, which you're on too?
Oh yeah.
So for anybody who doesn't get the information, we'll get the online.
I have a few business cards, but I put labels on all the bottles and have the website. Go on the website. When you get on there, if you decide you want to join the business, we don't charge for the business. Tim?
Yeah, I want to share. I'm going to share a referral. I've been trying this. She gave this away a couple months ago. The little purple bottle, and I tried it before sleep. And it's really like it. I'm very careful about what I put in the bottle. I don't like anything chemical. I read labels a lot. If it's natural, I'm interested in this.
Well, you have fabulous energy when you wake up in the morning. Actually, we thought the athletes would be crazy about this one here. That was my favorite there because I was having memory issues. I take anti-rejection drugs, which lowers my immune system in order to maintain my transplant that I was so fortunate to get 14 years ago. And it interfered tremendously with my memory. So this here, I grabbed this, but I saw the ingredients in this and I went for it like crazy. But I had to sneak and do it because my family was so concerned with me taking something that would knock out my balance of my medication and my immune system that I might lose my kidney. I had promised my son I wouldn't touch it. But then I saw my grandson and my husband going for it like you won't believe. They were just going through this stuff and grand up. So I had to sneak on a Saturday morning when I was home by myself and try that. I said, I'm going to get this thing here. And then when I got it, I said, I wouldn't sit by the computer and the telephone. I said, oh God, if I had tunnel vision. I didn't realize I was so bad off. It was like I had tunnel vision that kind of like opened up. You know, and my brain stuff started coming back to me. Words I couldn't find before, names, and it was fabulous. And I just, oh, thank you. And I was afraid to tell my husband because I promised I wouldn't take anything. So, but I did. I'm so excited I had to call him up and tell him what was going on. He said, I told you not to take that stuff. You know, it'll mess up your body. You can't deal with that stuff. Yeah, I did, and yes, I can. And I went in the refrigerator and looked at the liquid nutrients that I was taking to balance. You don't have to balance, otherwise you get so low, your immune system, you end up with cancer and everything else coming through the pipe. So I looked at the ingredients of what I was taking, the liquid I was taking, and you might be familiar with Elias or what I was taking. And I saw the ingredients, some of them were similar. I said, that is that $40 bottle sitting in my refrigerator for the last several months. I'm on this stuff here. This is me now. And I feel great. So please consider going on there, look at the website. The website will give you all the information you want. It tells you what, and then take the ingredients and Google them. That's what I did. You Google those ingredients and get more information, because they only put so much information about what it does on the ingredients on the bottom, inside the website. So just Google it and do your research. And we do not charge for the company. To come into this business, we don't have a charge. They give you the business for free. They do not charge for the website. They give you that for free. Like some companies charge $29.95 or whatever. But we do ask that for your first purchase, the $90 purchase, straight that 90 bottle purchase, we ask you to buy that retail for the first order. After that, you can buy it wholesale. People can buy this online. We have retail, we have preferred customer, which is basically auto shipping, discount. And then we have the wholesale and bulk. For stores, chiropractors, doctors, you can buy bulk. And some people buy bulk and then they sell it all out when they make a nice profit. That's what I do. I don't sell one-on-one. I refer my customers to online sales. It's hard for me to sell one-on-one because basically we're in the beginning of the company. And the company's been working for a couple of years now. There's a story behind it. You'll see that online. How this lady went through breast cancer. The owner of the company's wife was going through breast cancer. And she had her breast removed, and when she did this, she got worse. She couldn't take chemo, and literally she was dying. And her husband had a very, very successful construction company, and he wasn't going to let his fabulous wife, a mother of 5, disintegrate that easy. So he parked his vehicles, shut down his business, and he went on out to get his wife together. She works every day with the company. So you'll see the story online, you'll understand what we've got here is fabulous. It's a gift from God. It's in its natural state, it's dehydrated, powder form from all of its sources, at the time of picking, harvest, and sent to us, and it's mixed with water that has been processed. The company's in Dallas, Texas. And if there's any more questions?
What product is similar to the Red Bull? Is it the yellow one?
Nothing's similar to Red Bull.
Oh, okay.
Red Bull is we don't have any caffeine. Red Bull is sugar and caffeine. We have no sugar and no caffeine. Now, we do have agave. And there is a Chinese product in there that is sweet, but it's not from sugar. And a lot of you might be familiar with the fact that agave is affected in the pancreas different. It's used in the body different than sugar is. Now, there's a bottle I passed through to you, the 5-hour energy. It says no sugar, but it says sucrose. So, there's almost no difference. So it's all in the marketing. It's all in the crap that they've been feeding us for all these years. This company is different. And if you have a God center in you, you need to be the owners of this company because you feel like you're in the presence of His representatives. They live it. They live it. Everything they do, you feel it in their presence. So check it out.
Cindy was asking if one of the bottles is for energy.
You're going to get energy from all of them, but this one here, that was designed for energy. Yeah, and brain nutrient. Now we thought the athletes would prefer that. We have a lot of professional athletes. We thought what they would go for. But it turns out the ones they prefer is the sleep ball, because their body is energized overnight. You see. Now that energy was sustaining. It will blow your mind how much you get done in a day. So did I do all that? And it doesn't dump you. But the sleep product, the calm, that energizes your organs and stuff. So when you wake up in the morning, you're ready. You're ready. But then I cap it off with the rise, the brain power. Okay. All right.
Okay,